Hey Year 12s, there are a lot of techniques that you'll learn about that have to do with phonetic agreement, or the way that words next to each other sound. Straight up, they're not that persuasive of a technique, so you don't need to talk about them in a lot of detail, and sometimes at all. Remember, in the exam you're only going to have an hour, so you need to choose which techniques you think are the most important for analysis. If phonetic agreement doesn't seem to be a key technique of the writers, maybe don't spend too much time on it. Nonetheless, it's important that you're able to recognise it when it comes up. So let's take a look at some different forms. Rhyme, like those childhood limericks you'll remember. An example is, every dog bred is a shelter dog dead. Rhythm, when a piece holds its own internal flow like a poem. Assonance, the repetition of vowel sounds to create internal rhyming within phrases. It forms part of alliteration, which we're about to talk about. Alliteration, the repetition of the same sounds or same kind of sounds at the beginning of words or in stressed syllables within a phrase. Consonants, the repetition of the same consonant 2 or more times in the short succession like the pitter-patter of little feet. Consonants can involve assonance, and alliteration forms a specific kind of consonants. As I said before, you really don't need to be able to distinguish between all of these forms of phonetic agreement, just to be able to recognise when they come up and why. Fundamentally, these techniques are memorable to the writer. You'll notice that chants and slogans by protest groups almost always consider these techniques because it gets the idea stuck in your head. Let's take a look at some examples. Stop factory farming. The technical name for factory farming is industrialised farming methods, but how much less memorable is that? Instead, the alliteration of factory farming sticks in the reader's head. How about another? Kevin07. This was the wildly successful rhyming slogan of Kevin Rudd's election campaign. The Chasers' War on Everything even had a joke segment where they made t-shirts of other politicians' last names which rhymed with future campaign dates. First, Kevin11, and after that, Crean15. You can see why these sounds that stick in your head make for strong slogans and chants. So in short, keep your eyes peeled for things like rhyme and alliteration, but don't really get stuck into them if you can't quite work out why they are persuasive. Stay focused on the techniques that actively change the reader's position on the issue, that urge them to change their mind or their behaviour. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.